Hello, my name is Bria Black, formerly Bria Williams, and I am on the estate of my grandparents, the Williams family over in Liberty, Mississippi. William Allen McKnight and Marshall.
Okay, I'm gonna do a Robert Johnson tune. Do some. This is my version of it. I can't walk down the streets. Out some pretty mama breaking down on me. Stop breaking down. Please stop breaking down.
Do it again, Mama. No. She said,
Stop, I gotta blow your brains
I
out, baby.
can.
Makes me lose your mind. All my women love to fool around. I want to number tie a good man's repetition down. Stop breaking down. Please stop breaking down. Stop, I gotta blow your brains out, baby. Makes me lose my mind.
Family.
What do I think about family reunions?
Depending on the family. It could be. Cut it out. Just cut that.
It's one of my passions to keep families knowledgeable of each other and connected to each other and talking to and communicating with each other because I feel like that makes us strong and viable.
Great time to get together, to be with all your loved ones. Show love to everyone because you're here today and you don't know if they'll be here tomorrow.
So I believe in family is that we can know each other, we know our lineage, we know where we come from, and everybody needs a sense of identity. If you don't have a sense of identity, many times people will give up on life because they don't feel that they have value or anything to contribute to life. But I think through family and legacy, as we talk about that, and we can show how our family members were successful, they did certain things, they impacted certain lives, they were successful in certain areas, that will give that next generation hope.
It helps to get our younger people to actually know what and where they come from and where they've been.
I believe the family kind of segregated. Can I say the word? Segregated. Everybody went, huh? I'm just saying, everybody went their separate ways. You know, the older we got, everybody went their separate ways. This person went that way, that person went that way, and nobody really talked to each other. So family reunions are needed.
You don't have to worry about being sad, because most of the time we, get together for sad occasions. So it's very important to have a family reunion. You get to know your family because, like I said, that's important too because in case you want to date and stuff, you don't have to worry about dating your cousin.
You get to know everybody, so you don't end up marrying your cousin.
Lord have mercy.
That's a hard question. What you mean?
Just be honest.
I feel like them family reunions are like a good thing. Cause you get to meet family, see family you haven't seen in a long time. You kind of can catch up with family and kind of see like where everybody at in life and things of that nature. But other than that, that's what I think about family reunions. I feel like they are needed. We need to know our people. You want to be out here dating your cousins.
I had to put my little lipstick on. Yeah. Yeah. It's about legacy, memories, love, coming together as one.
And what's important for us today is, hey, young generation, come in. Yeah.
What's considered young?
I want that younger generation to come in, that next generation from us.
What's considered young?
That's you. The grandkids and the great-grandkids.
Come on, youngsters. Come on, youngsters. Come on in.
Come on in the room.
Here's what we want to do. Today is a day of legacy for us. We got together as a family and we decided that, hey, we don't want to break any links in the chain. We want everybody to be able to communicate, learn their next generation, learn their peers as cousins, and to come together. So Frederick decided to spearhead this, and we all were in agreement that this is very important for us. I know back in the day when we first were growing up as children, this is what we had, and this is what made us close.
Yeah.
You know, where we were able to get together as cousins, fellowship, get to know one another. We knew each other. We had relationships with one another. And see you this next generation, look around. We don't want y'all to lose that. So if at all possible today, please get each other's numbers and fellowship, because this is important. Many times we out in communities and stuff like that, you got people that are related to you, but you don't even know it. You know, the thing like that, we want to fix that. So you guys are in different locations, you're in different places, same time periods of life, and you're having similar life experiences, but you don't know why. Sometimes it's good to talk to family members because of stuff that we go through. You know, some of us have been predisposed to certain things and we don't know it, but when you talk to other family members, you can realize, wow, that was something that was in our family that needs to be broken. So it's not only a natural thing, but it's a spiritual thing as well. So we want us to just get together. We want to create a loving environment. I mean, look around. All of y'all look alike, got the same eyes, smiles. You know, I was telling my cousin when she walked up, I said, girl, I know you. And it was because of her eyes. It was because of what we saw within one another. You know, the older generation, they knew that as well. When you could see one of the younger people, you say, oh, that's your family. Yeah. So we have that same thing. So we just wanted to get together. We want to make this a continuation. And I'll let Fred say what he needs to say, then we'll bless the food as well.
I'm screaming.
Right. Thank everybody for being here. We started kind of slow, but we're going to finish fast. I'm glad to see everybody out. Everybody got their t-shirt on and representing their tribe. I want to thank my aunt for being here. You know, we got 2 aunts left. You know, my whole side. So we want to honor you today, and my aunt Eric. And so after we get through after we get through blessing the food and eating and fellowshipping, we're gonna have a raffle, and we're gonna look at I'm gonna try to pull up our family tree as much as I can. I may not be able to do it, but I got a slideshow just to talk about the different people in our family. If I had more time, I would do it. I would have done a better job, but we're gonna see. All right. All this land is ours. It belongs to us. Okay. So we're gonna have to keep it. You gotta have pride. You gotta have pride in it. All right? If you don't have pride, all this will go away.
That's right.
You need to go to somebody else.
I looked out at our whole family, and I saw that we were growing up and we were becoming professionals, and we were learning new things, but I didn't see those things coming back inside the family, the benefits of the education and the knowledge that we learn out in the world with business and social work and all the things that we work. I never see it come back to the family. So I wanted to figure out a way that we could get together and figure out how we can best utilize the human resources that we have within our family. We got about 150 people that are pretty much professional working people, doing interesting things, doing great things, but the family don't know it. So the family don't even really appreciate what the people in the family are doing. You know, your family is not going to tell you information that's going to screw you up, and they're not supposed to. And what we're trying to do is really make a collaboration with all of us. And what we want to do is, we want the young people to know their history. We want them to know who their great-great-grandfather was, who their great-great-grandmother was on both sides of the family, know a little bit about them, so that they can continue the line of the aspirations and the inspiration that the old people had, because they sacrificed a lot. Let me tell you something. The old people sacrificed a lot just for us to have something today. You know, so we have to take care of what they left us. You know, if somebody in the family leave you land and stuff, don't sell it, develop it. What I'm trying to say is, there's a lot of y'all beautiful, intelligent, young people out there. Y'all the next generation. Y'all gonna have to take care of us old people. And I'm scared. I ain't lying.
Oh, Lord.
Because you guys don't really care about old people. Not y'all. I'm saying
the other ones.
I know y'all do. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is, don't follow the trend of discarding your elders, because they're the ones that caused you to be where you are now. and you're gonna be in the same position
Sooner than you
sooner
think.
than you think.
Woo!
Sooner than you think.
Where y'all going? Get ready to watch the video. Let's go over the family history. This is the most important part. Oh, why everybody. Some steak somewhere in here. Because to this day, the Moors run the world, basically. They really do.
10. Keep going.
Keep going.
All right.
Who? You got 10?
10 right here.
Woo!
10. All right.
10 right there.
Where's number 2, Major? That's number 3.
Oh, y'all organized.
No. Number 2.
Do you have any memories, good memories in this house or in Mississippi that you can share with us?
All my memories are good.
Tell us a story.
Well, I was blessed to have my mom and dad, and we were a happy family. And I'm just glad they raised me the way they did. Because, I mean, I'm not perfect, but I never strayed too far, you know.
Well, it's a lot of memories, but I think one memory is when I was, remember I was little. I remember I used to get up in the mornings on Saturdays, and my sisters had a record player, and we be playing music and stuff. Although my dad didn't like us playing secular music, but my sisters and that we played. They turned on the record player, and we just listened to music, crazy music like Disco Duck and all that stuff. I remember that. You know, it was a time when we were innocent. You know, so get some good times.
Yeah, a lot of them. Even with the hard work, you know, we used to farm, pick cotton, all that stuff. People don't. I'm old. I'm so I've been there when it was picking cotton back in the days. And even in those times, we had good times. We never had any bad times inside this house. Yeah, it was always pretty good, happy life.
I was just thinking about when I was a child, we used to climb trees and things like that. Me and my brother Kevin got on top of this house. I actually fell off the house right here. Yeah, right here. I fell off the house. I was about 6 or 7 years old. And I fell off the house, hit the ground, and got up. It didn't hurt me.
Yeah, we used to play on top of the roof, and we used to jump off the top of the house. And I jumped off one time, and my knees hit me in the mouth and bust my lip. But, you know, it's a learning experience. You learn not to do it no more, you know?
Another fun memory was when we used to get on the tractor, me and my grandfather, and we used to just ride over the land, considering that they do have almost 90 acres. But yeah, that was another fun memory. Going to check on the cows, milking the cows, when they used to slaughter the hogs in the backyard. I mean, it's so many memories here in Mississippi that I wish my kids would be able to experience if my grandmother and my grandfather were still here. So yeah.
We so country.
I know, right?
Slaughtering the hogs.
Slaughtering the hogs.
With the pigs and the cows. Yeah.
Ooh, playing out in the yard. Going out in the pastures with grandma and grandpa. Them milking the cows. Killing the chickens. Y'all remember that? Killing the chickens. Oh, killing hogs. Yeah, killing hogs. That was a big celebration back then.
When grandma made that cornbread straight out the oven with that cow milk, oh my God. Grandpa used to drink it straight like that. I couldn't drink it like that.
Girl, well, that's the older generation right there. Y'all just saw. No, but the cakes and the pies and the cakes and the pies and the biscuits, I love. I could eat that.
So my biggest memory, or one of my fondest memories, is when we would go to the revivals. And grandma and them and the other elderly ladies in the church would fix a box. They call it a box. They prepare food, put it in a chicken box.
in the trunk of their car. We would have church for hours. Get out the church and the food be hot and not spoiled. Y'all remember that? And we would go from box to box, baby. We wanted ATR Bell's jelly cake. We wanted this with chicken and dumplings. Oh, we had a time. That's one of my fondest memories.
The most important thing that I think about is just having time with my mom. Mom and dad being that they're no longer here, it was just the time that we've spent with them, good, bad, or indifferent. Going to church and just listening to them fuss and all the dinners, the Friday nights, the staples when we had like Friday nights, we always had like catfish. On Sundays, we're getting up early, going to church, coming home, and there's always these Sunday dinners where they invite people come through. Sometimes they would eat up all the food, but my mom would always put a little something on the side for us, to make sure that we always had something. The kids always had something to eat, because a lot of times we had a lot of greedy people come through and they would eat up all our food. I'm like, what's wrong with these people eating up all our food like that? Save something for the kids. Greedy ass. I don't know if you want that. You're probably gonna cut that out, but
Memories. I would say on the Sundays we would come to Mississippi after church. We would always come to the family house here, and we would always be in anticipation of a really good home cooked meal, like every single time. And I always look forward to my mother-in-law's greens, because she would always have like fresh greens. So I would always look forward to that. And the biscuits, and her fried chicken was like none other. And so that biscuit and syrup and the fried chicken, it was just always just an anticipation.
One memory I have is me and this guy right here getting up early in the morning for church, fighting over who gonna get the middle biscuit that grandma didn't cook. trying to see who gonna get that middle biscuit.
Cutting up over that middle
Yeah, and that homemade syrup grandma used to cook. Yeah.
Everybody's been talking about the syrup and
Man,
the biscuit.
it's a syrup.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he know how to make the syrup.
I know how to make the syrup.
You know how to make the syrup.
Basically what you do is you take, the sugar.
Can't get grandma's secret away, man.
Yeah, you right. I'm about to listen to Cub.
Okay, childhood memory. Okay, let's talk about that day.
In the country.
Okay, no, I'm gonna do a childhood memory. Okay, all the cousins was sitting right there in the living room. Were you? I don't think you was here.
Big boy, come here.
I know it was Vanika. I know it was Vanika and her husband. Anyways, we all, and Joseph was here too. Were you here? No. I don't know. Either way it goes. Basically, we had a good time. We was budding them on me. All the cousins was laying down, like on the pallet. That was fun. And then Joseph, being the risky one, went in one of our uncle's rooms, and that's how we all discovered condoms. That's probably one of my favorite memories.
It was when Grandma whipped him for swinging on the door.
What's your favorite memory, Robert?
Every time just coming up here.
Getting in trouble at church.
Why do you like getting in trouble?
Because everybody
Hey.
followed me and they shouldn't be doing that.
Hey, them peppermints grandma used to have, I don't know what she used to get them peppermints from. Them Moses off the chain. And that syrup, I don't know what she used to do with that syrup. That's straight sugar. I'm talking about biscuits be falling apart, syrup.
Grandma had 3 eggs and feed the whole house.
Ooh.
With 3 eggs.
I don't know how she used to do that. I have no clue how grandma used to do it.
What I most remember is my Uncle James playing the guitar, and we would get together, playing the Christian music and just praising God and just singing and just glorifying God. That's what I most remember and cherish those memories.
I've been a part of the family for 39 years. And I remember coming out here to the country with me and my husband. We used to drink. We used to be in the fields, and everybody else was in the house praising God. And I remember that. And I remember I used to go into the house, and it was playing the guitars. Uncle James played his guitar, and they used to be singing and stuff. So I wanted to be a part of that one day. So we decided to give our life to Christ. So, and I believe this family is the cause of us giving my life to Christ. And my mother-in-law, Mary Burns, was dear to my heart. And I watched her as a woman of God. And she was a virtuous woman of God. and I seen the way she carried herself and the way she represented Christ, and how she used to stack up on tissue, how she used to do this, she used to do that. She never ran out of nothing. I used to call her house the Walmart house. But she was such a great, great woman of God, and she really made an impact on my life. So the memories from this, from the family and stuff, really brought joy to my life.
One thing I can say about the Williams family, we grew up knowing about God, praising God. We would always, you never heard about us arguing, fussing, or fighting with one another. We always got along. We came together in love. And that's what I hope to pass on to my children, my child, my grandchildren.
I have good memories about growing up. I used to come up here every weekend and visit with my mom and dad. So I miss those times. So it's really a big difference, since they are gone. So, like I say, I didn't realize it, but those were the happy times. So, like I say, I miss those times. I wish they were still here. We had fun and didn't really realize that those were the good old days. We used to complain about this and that, but now we can enjoy, how our parents brought us up. So that was, like I say, happy times.
Since everybody's on the freestyling, I'm talking about the thing we do today. Freestyling, gonna do it the country way. Street island, with all my family in the play. Freestyling all day. Now I'm too old to do this kind of stuff.
I was just saying on the way here that this just some of the happiest times of my life. And it was just love and family, no chaos, no confusion. We just loved. And I said, for me personally, I don't have a lot of friends. And the reason why I guess I never really gravitated to a lot of outside people because I always had my family. And we were always so close and we hung together, did things together. So family is everything.
The love of a family is probably the purest love that I've experienced. And it's real. It's love. And I'm really grateful that I've had the chance to experience this with my family.